It's been an interesting weekend. It's been a very stressful weekend. It's been a I don't even know how to describe um, this whole weekend. I don't even feel like yesterday was a day. I just feel like I closed my eyes and opened them, and we was in Sunday. That's how it felt from Friday. Friday was kind of nuts all the way around. So yeah, that's how that's going. So popping in, say hello. It's nice to see you. Hey, Jelly Bean. We're about the same. We started making rounds on telling people that we're leaving town. We're moving away, and that kind of sucks. Um, it's like the people who know the situation they're happy that we're getting away from what's going on. Um, the people that doesn't, you know, it just sucks. Man, you keep all that blizzard to yourself. We're having cold air. It was like 20 something degrees last night. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing? Um, so, yeah. Man, I don't like the 90s either, but ideal for me is if we don't go above 76. You know, I can do really good in something like that. But I think right now it's like 30 something degrees with a wind chill of like lower 30s, but the sun's shining. So, hey, Camden, I tell you what, you can have my share of NASCAR. I've never been a NASCAR fan. Um, like so many hours of just watching a bunch of cars turn left. I get it. If that's what you're into. Um, I wrestled one time in what's the big racetrack in Alabama? Is it Bristol? Bristol? I didn't wrestle at the racetrack. I wrestled at the city, and I hit him with that NASCAR line. Me. I came out and I asked the crowd. I said, "You know what NASCAR stands for, right?" And it was, "I don't know." And I was like, "It stands for non-athletic sports centered around rednecks." And I was a bad guy that night, and I was supposed to make people mad, and by God, that really did it. Where's Bristol? Bristol, whatever it's called. Carolinas. Okay, this was in Alabama. Might have been Talladega. I don't know. It was definitely in Alabama, and they definitely had a NASCAR track. Um, when I wrestled full time in my younger days, it was a. I went so many places. It's hard to remember every place. So my day is at this point. I can't even really begin to say how my day is because it's just like I don't even really know. It's kind of like you ever feel like you're on autopilot and you're just going through the motions of trying to live? That is exactly how I feel every day I wake up. It's like, hey, Kit. Hey, Mayhem Farm. She's doing pretty good. We actually came out here to Planet Fitness. We just left a friend's house. We was dropping off some stuff there to store in their shed. Um, because we can't take everything we've accumulated. Um, and she wanted to stop by here to tell a few people that she hasn't told yet that we're moving. Um, she's looking forward to the new opportunities and a new life, and I am too. But it's exciting and it's scary and I don't know. It's just one of them things where it's just like, yeah, it's the unknown. It's like we called our best friend and told him, and we was like, hey, we're finally getting out of Dyersburg, and his exact words was, it's about time. And he was like, and I was just like, man, I said, give me some give me some knowledge here about how it is to move away from where you grew up at, because he did the same thing. And he said, man, he's like, you just always got to remember that the road that took you out of your town can lead back to your town. And I'm like, hmm, okay. It's like, he's like, you can always aim your car home and go to your hometown and see your people. He was like, you're not moving to a different country. He said, he's like, so you can always go home. And I was just like, he's like, that's what got him through it. Michelle, we still need some help. We're not very close to the goal, but we're hoping to reach the goal at some point this week so we can um, get down there. We did achieve a little bit. We achieved the oil change on the car, and in the morning I will be getting a new tire, and then that puts us back to basically needing almost the full thing. See, about $600 would be left after everything, because I actually went by and had O'Reilly's run the computer check on the car, and it didn't need spark plugs. It wasn't showing a misfire. It was showing an O2 sensors out. Um, and I talked to a mechanic that was there, and he was like, something you need to work on getting replaced, but it's not something that's going to just be like, okay. And he was like, it's just, he basically told me it was going to cost me gas mileage. Um, so yeah, there's that. But again, yeah, there's definitely been some progress. When we started off, it was around 850. Over last weekend, I was able to uh, do some work, make enough to pay our phone bill, and put a little bit towards that. And then I've been able to get the oil change, and then we just mark off the spark plugs because we didn't need those and having to pay somebody to put them in. So some of that progress is not needing the spark plugs and basically having to pay somebody to put them in for me because I don't have tools. So it's not like excuse me, guys. It's not like we made the money. We just caught a break on not needing the spark plugs like I thought we did. And the car's running a lot better since the oil change. So yeah. Not right at the moment. We have it reserved for us. And if I don't have the money by a certain day, I can call them and we can push back a few days. Um, so yeah. The wife is inside. She went into Planet Fitness, like I said, to say bye to a couple of people up here that's working today that she won't get to see. Even if we do come back up here tomorrow, they still won't be working. So she wanted to say bye to them, and we're not heading out tomorrow. We actually have the hotel room till Tuesday here. If we pull everything together and get the money together, I don't know why I'm smacking like that when I go to talk now all of a sudden. We will be heading out Tuesday or Wednesday, hopefully. Yeah, but I don't need the spark plugs now, so there was no sense in buying spark plugs and doing all that stuff. We're going as far away as we need to go to get to the new place. I'm sorry for giving such a vague answer, but I can't even give a how far we're moving away type situation because of a page already trying to figure out where we're going. Hey, Stacy, it has been a while. Congratulations on the new grandson. Yeah, we're finally moving out of this town. Pam, I've put in for it. They have no issue. They told me just as long as I have the money to pay for it. So, and where we're going to, there's so many more opportunities for work than it is here. Not door not shut good. The wind's just blowing it hard. Thank you, Stacy. I thought I seen Meemaw come in here a while ago. She's usually done said something by now. Being quiet today, Meemaw. I'm not answering any questions on the town we're going to. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. There's no questions that I'm like that I'm answering. I'm not answering if it's bigger, if it's smaller, if it's the same size, if it's 2 hours away, or if it's 5 minutes down the road. I'm not answering any questions like that. So I would really appreciate it, guys, if you would stop asking the questions about it. So, Michelle, I'm not even answering on how we're paying for it. I'm not answering any questions on the new place, any questions where it's at, any questions on how it's paid. If you've been around and seen the lives and you guys know exactly why. I didn't ever see what Melvin commented. So, well, if they follow me to another city, then that's got to be a stalking charge in my right. That's what I would think. Exactly, man. We're moving to Mars. We're going to be the first people to live on Mars. They told me to pick 10 people that I want to go with. So a few of y'all are probably going to be getting the invitation. You're fine, Michelle. Hey, Wingo, I'm just not going to give out any kind of information like that. When we get settled into the new place, I'm not doing any TikToks outside. I'm going to get me something to hang behind me. And I'll go to Walmart and get me a little $3 throw blanket and I will hang it up behind me. So no one will see anything besides a $3 throw blanket, and you'll never see anything done outside. The bad thing about a green screen is I'd have to hang something still, because this green screen on here gets really choppy. I'm not planning on leaving TikTok. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm gonna go to Walmart. They got $3 throw blankets. I'm gonna buy one of those. I'm gonna hang it up behind me, and I'm gonna chill against that when I do a live when we get relocated. I did deactivate my account for a few days, and then I reactivated it. Thank you, Rose, for the heart me. I want to get back to the point to where we can just do more battles and have more fun on here. Uh, more opportunities to work at this other location. Um, and more opportunities to be left alone. That way I can work. So that's a plus. And then money coming in that way. I don't have to get on here and ask anybody for any help. Then maybe, just maybe, I'll be left alone enough to come on here and just have fun, hang out with our friends on here, and chill. Because once we get moved, our friends on here is going to be the only friends we have at that moment until we make some new friends. So, thank you, Stacy, for the heart me. But that's kind of where things are at. I can't believe Meemaw came in here and ain't said nothing by now. Well, when I say left alone, I mean like awareness and trolls and stuff. Not like being left alone on the app to do battles and everything. If you're still if you're harassing people over people doing battles, that is something that TikTok has set up themselves. Doing a battle is not sitting here begging people for money. It's not sitting there doing a battle. It's not scamming someone out of their money. That is set up by TikTok and their guidelines. So, do 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 do. Oh, Sherry, I didn't take it in a bad way. I didn't take it in a bad way at all. We do have a place, but we're trying to come up with the money for the place. The place is being saved for us. It's just we're having to come up with the money to get the place. You're right, Hooper. And some people on here like to, I don't know. Here's the thing that gets me about this app is, and I guess this is kind of, we're going to go back to real life with this stuff, is how two-faced some people are. Thank you, Stacy. Exactly how two-faced some people are. They will act like your friend to your face, and then go into another person's awareness and talk about you like you're not going to be told about it. What are you talking about? Is it Hooper 28? That's what I'm pronouncing. If it's wrong, I apologize. But what are you talking about? You think one of my mods leaked? Oh, I can't stand people like that either. You think they leaked my location? How do you think they leaked my location? You talking about where I'm at now? Like the city that I'm at right this second, not the city I'm going to? Hey, Crystal. Oh, the city I'm at now, I very ignorantly said myself where I was at. I did. Um, so that was on me back when I thought it was trustworthy on TikTok. And then a page called Just Curious decided that he wanted to take pictures of me wherever he could find me at. McDonald's, the hotel we were staying at, Walmart, and post them all over his page. And then others, awareness groups, would repost what he was posting. Now, he's no longer doing that. I don't know exactly what happened with him and some of the other awareness groups. So I just know something happened. Can't speak on it because I don't know what happened. But that was his whole page. Um, matter of fact, she doesn't even like Big Macs. So, but I did back when I thought it was trustworthy on TikTok, and before I was educated by how um, horrible some people can be on here, I very ignorantly told everybody I live in Dyersburg, Tennessee. I can't blame that on nobody but me. Now, but people didn't have to take that information and follow me around and make my life a living hell here. They didn't have to call my jobs. They didn't have to send letters to the jobs I was working. And I've heard a few awareness people saying, "Hey, letters need to stop. This and phone calls need to stop." I've heard them actually, my own ears, step up and say, "We don't need to do it that way. We just need to inform the people that's going to help them that they're beggars and scammers." So I'll step up and at least say that much about these people, that a couple of them has spoke up publicly and said the letters need to stop. Calling the place he's living is need to stop. Calling his job needs to stop. Letters to his job needs to stop. So the ones who are doing that, thank you. But it's still the ones who follow these people who think that any means necessary means any, and that's exactly what it means. Any means necessary. That means you'll go and do whatever it takes to accomplish the goal. And my any means necessary might be totally different from your any means necessary. So if I'm encouraging somebody and that's my way of saying it, then at some point I've got to realize that, okay, I've encouraged a lot of this by saying that. Because, again, my any means necessary to accomplish a goal might be totally different between your any means necessary. So, but that's the deal with that. Yeah, I mean, it's that like I was just saying that, and going real life might be too far for some of these people, but going real life isn't too far for some of these people. You know, uh, Christine, right now we don't have enough on our cash app to do everything we need to do, that's including Venmo and PayPal. Um, so we've been able to accomplish a little bit. We was able to get the oil change in the car. I'm going to get a tire tomorrow. Um, and let's just clear up another thing. Angela doesn't even like donuts. I like donuts. If we're buying donuts, I eat donuts. The video that you all like to show of her eating something, that was a whoopie pie. That's the picture y'all like to share in reference to, but it's not even a donut. That's a whoopie pie. I love donuts. So, I mean, I got the numbers wrote down in the room. I'm not at the room at the moment. We got the oil change. We're getting a tire fixed. We didn't need spark plugs, so I could mark the spark plugs off of it, and I could mark off having to pay somebody to help me put the spark plugs in because I don't have the tools. So roughly around $650 is still needed. So if anybody could help with anything at all, guys, it would definitely be appreciated. I do have some things lined up coming up here in the next day or two that's should help with that, and it's nothing off this app. So it should be helping us push closer to that goal. But anything anybody could help us with would definitely be appreciated. I feel like I've been talking all day. It took 3 hours this morning to get an oil change. It was just wow. I went to Walmart to get an oil change because it's cheapest in town, and got there at 9:40. Well, 9:40 is when I texted Angela. I was like, I just gave him the keys. Okay, Jesse. And then at 12:42, they called on the intercom and said my car was ready. And I was just like, oh, 3 hours for an oil change. But it's done. Car is running a lot better. Went to O'Reilly's, had them check it, put it on the computer and check it, and it wasn't showing a misfire for the spark plugs. Talked to a mechanic that was just so happened to be there. Let me tell you all that little story. The code came up, and the guy was trying to figure out how to explain it to me because I don't know. It's an O2 sensor. I don't know cars that well, and he was trying to figure out how to explain it. So he turned to the other guy, and he was like, "Can you explain this?" And the other guy was like, "I don't know." So he asked the third guy who was working there, and he was like, "Can you explain this?" And he was just like, "I got to Google it." And I was just like, "What?" So 3 people working at a parts store that has no idea. They got to Google what the parts are and what they do. And finally, a mechanic spoke up and said what the O2 sensor was. So I waited for him outside. When he came out, I showed him the list that they gave me of, the O2 sensor. I have a left wheel speed sensor that was bad. And I was like, can you look at this list and tell me what it means? And he sat down and broke it down and everything. So, hey, Detroit. So, he sat down and broke it down, told me what everything was, explained it all to me. Oh, hey, Shelby. I didn't realize Shelby was in here. So, Meemaw, are you in here? Meemaw, I need to ask you a question if you're in here, Meemaw. I can't tell if you're still in here or not. I don't know. Sometimes my list of people shows me people are in here and they haven't been in here in a while. But I was just wondering if Meemaw was still in here because I got a question I need to ask Meemaw about something. Yes, the income taxes should be coming any day, and that is going to help. That's $202 that is going towards everything else. Hey, Amber, I'm about the same that I was the other day, but I guess I'm a little bit more up spirited about things. Um, I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. Friday weighed on me. Um, and Saturday about crushed me. Um, car is running better. We are planning on door dashing when we get to the new place. Most definitely. I'm definitely friends close, enemies closer. And I'm also trying to, um, I try to love my enemies like Jesus loved his enemies. And sometimes I can't find that in my heart. Um, Jesus said to love your enemies like you love your friends. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. Don't guess Meemaw's in here anymore. Can my mods look and see if Meemaw's in here? I looked up here and couldn't find her. So I don't guess she is. I really needed to ask her something. Shows me top viewers. The last one says DD, not that DD. Um, I'm going to. Well, we did try to sign back up for DoorDash here. If we don't get to leave as soon as sometime this week, we'll be sleeping in the car. So, um, hmm. Can I do a can I do a mod check? All my mods give me a thumbs up. This is all just if you're my mod and you're in here, send me a thumbs up real quick. I know I've never asked that before and it's kind of weird, but there we go. There's two. I know Jesse just commented up there. There's okay, all three of my mods are in here. You wouldn't announce what? Sunshine, I'm not for sure what you wouldn't announce that because somebody else who was just said they was getting a blizzard a few minutes ago. The Jelly Bean Choker said they was getting a blizzard. 2 foot of snow. Oh, I got you. Julie, I will listen, I'll tag you right now and what the PayPal is because I don't remember half the time. I got to start typing it out. Julie, that is the PayPal. I just tagged you in it. In Pennsylvania, I tell you, it's listen. I watch a guy. Maybe he's on Instagram. It's ever Instagram or on here, and he's somewhere up north, I haven't went back too far on his videos to watch. I kind of came in the middle of his little thing on there, and he is trying to live in a abandoned shack that he found out in the woods. Little shed looking thing. He's put a makeshift roof on it. And he was talking about, well, there's a blizzard coming through this way this weekend, and temperatures are going to be dropping, and we're going to see if I can make it. And I'm just like, It's like I don't want to test something like that, like a little makeshift shaft. You put a piece of tin over the top of it with some logs on it to keep the roof on. And I'm like, man, this dude's crazy, because you're out there in the middle of the woods and you get that much snow and you're stuck. But all my people on here that are about to have some bad weather, guys, we're definitely going to pray for you guys. Pray that you get through it. Pray that it's not as bad as the weathermen are calling for. I hope that your weathermen are like our weathermen here in West Tennessee, where they tell us we're getting this, and then when it comes time to it, it's not half as bad as they played it out to be. That's what I hope all weather is. We're getting ready here in the next few weeks. When we start falling into spring here in this area, we get into tornado season, and that gets kind of crazy here. Might have to do some research on where we're going and find out how it gets there, because I've seen tornadoes do too much stuff here. So it's just, I need to be prepared. But anyway, back to why I asked my mods to throw a thumbs up to let me know y'all are here. I kind of hinted at this a few minutes ago. I don't know who all was in here to catch it, but when I talked about it, like I don't like two-faced people. I don't like. Listen, if I tell you we need help and the money's going for a hotel room, and you help me, that's exactly where that money's going for. 20 to 30 centimeters starting early morning. I have no idea how many feet that is, or inches. I do not know my centimeters. Anybody know how many 20 to 30 centimeters is in feet or inches? See them Canadian flags out there, so I imagine you're probably used to a bunch of snow. But anyway, I kind of hint on this. It's like, if you can change your mind very easily about somebody just because somebody else told you something else about them, then you wasn't that person's friend to begin with. That's how I look at that. I might be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong on that. That's just how I feel. If hey Janene, if somebody came in here 11 inches, hey Roadkill, I used to know the metric system, but it's when you don't use it, I don't remember it. That's still a lot, and I hope you stay safe during all of it. But I don't act like anybody's friends to their face, and then go talk about them behind their back. So if you feel like I'm talking about you, when I say that, I know for a fact somebody has come on here and acted like our friend and has went and talked about us behind our back. I'm giving you ample time to explain yourself. If you're watching from someone streaming us now because you decided to do that, that's fine. But I'm giving you ample time. There's one person in this whole chat that knows exactly who I'm talking about right now. And that's because they sent me the screenshot of you talking garbage about us in Awareness is Live. Oh, if they don't reveal themselves here in a little while, I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. I'm giving that person the time to come in here and be an adult. Say, yeah, I did that. And this is why I did that. And then we can go our separate ways, because once you run behind my back and talk about me somewhere else, you ain't going to get a second opportunity to do that with me. You can go ahead and just stay on that side of the fence. If that's the side of the fence you want to go play on, that's fine. I have no issue with that. But I'm giving that person the opportunity to come on here and be like, yep, I did that. I'm an adult. It's not someone who's helped, but they have sat in here and has called out other people for being in awareness, talking about us, that I didn't know was doing it. And then they turn around themselves and do it. So it's just like, and then they want to come in this live today where they normally will start talking. I mean, hey, how you doing? Everything. They sit in the live, didn't say a word. And then when I hint on it about the first time about how I knew what was going on, they disappeared. So if you're watching me through another app, by all means, come back. Stand up like an adult and say, I did that, and this is why. I'll give you about another 15, 20 minutes to do it, and I'll just put the name out there. If anybody wants to see the picture, I got the picture. Nope, nobody ever said I was deleting my account. I said I was deactivating my account. I did deactivate my account for a couple of days. Nothing stops. Nothing gets better with the people talking trash about me, so we decided to come back. Read your above comment. Hey, Blessed, how are you doing? Hot meal today? Not kind of, sort of, but not really. In the midst of everything I was doing today, trying to get the car worked out. Hippie, I'm not seeing a comment. I had some SpaghettiOs and meatballs, and yes, I was a little childish, and I mean, it was the same price, and these were shaped like Mario characters. So, of course, I got Super Mario, SpaghettiOs, meatballs. I don't care. Make fun of that if you want to, awareness. I don't care. It made me feel good for a second. Try retyping it and like throw an emoji in there. I think Angela had some couple packs of ramen noodles, and we have not ate supper. And let me tell you, it just takes you back to a simpler time, you know. You know, it was cheap, and I was like, oh man, Mario, and I was just like, I'm getting that, and it made me happy. It's going, Tammer. It is going. How you doing? I'm getting cold out here, guys. It was like freaking 75 degrees 3 days ago here, and like now it's in its 30s. Excuse me. That was a big old yawn. But yeah, if anybody wants to help us out with anything at all, guys, it's definitely appreciated. Anything we get going towards the goal. We're using as little as possible to eat on, hence ramen noodles and SpaghettiOs and meatballs. So, you know. So we got about 12 more minutes before the time's up on the new two-facer. I feel like I was fuzzy. Tamara, I got somebody who's being two-faced that likes to come in my chat and act like a friend, then run and talk about me. And I'm giving them time to come over here and explain themselves before I just blast them. And then put them on the block watch list, because once I blast them, that's where they're going to. Hey, Mona Lisa, how are you doing? So, they got 11 more minutes. I gave them till 6:15 my time. I gave them 15 minutes. And it's getting closer. I mean, they just come over here and be an adult, and we can just agree to go separate ways, and they can come say why, give whatever defense they want to give for it. We'll hear them out, but at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that they went behind my back and talked about me. Don't say any names. Don't give any spoilers out there. So, Grandma Jean, I'm sitting in the car right now because the wifey went inside Planet Fitness to talk to her friends and everything, because we are having to move to a different city, and so she's wanting to say bye to some people she's gotten attached to up here, and all that good stuff. And I told her, I was like, well, we'll do that, and then we'll head back to the hotel room we have here. And you're fine, Jesse. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm making a lot of noise here, guys, to get this charger out. They have been around. They have followed for quite some time. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say a long time, but for a little while now. We are moving because basically we don't have nowhere else to stay in this town. We've been living in a hotel for a while. and some trolls off of here, some awareness followers, um, decided to start calling into our hotel and making up a bunch of stories about us and basically causing enough disruption that it got us kicked out of the last hotel we could stay in because we can't afford to stay at the Holiday Inn, you know, $1,500 a week hotel, you know. So, but we've got a location we can go to, and we're trying to raise enough money to be able to get there, get the new place, and start over. At this point, it's a start over. It's not even about. This is just about a big reset in life. Um, Better job opportunities, you know. Then maybe we'll be left alone on this app by the trolls. I I agree with you completely. It just sucks that change is coming this way. It's kind of like you're being forced to do it. Um, but we both think that this change is going to be. I like that. We both agree that this is going to be good. So, Grandma Jean, we're actually moving away from family. All of our families in this town. This is where me and my wife both was raised at. This is the only town we've ever called home. So for 46 years, we've been sitting right here in this town until we get pushed out of it. So, I'm not. Nobody knows where we're going, and nobody will ever know where we went. I said earlier that when I do a TikTok, it'll never be outside, and it would be sitting. I'm getting a one of them little $3 throw blankets from Walmart, and that's going to be my background. So that's the game plan. Whew. If you're watching through another person streaming me, you've got 5 minutes to just, and it's not going to be nothing bad. If you want, I just want to know why. I just want to know why. I get that, Gene. I really do get that, but not sleeping in our car and not having opportunities here because of other people is pretty important too. And I'm not going to say that in my past I didn't mess up and blow an opportunity here and there. You know, 100%. Everybody has screwed up. Oh, we're not even talking about Minnie. What has Minnie done something? Oh, can I get a screenshot of that? She's over there right now talking about us? Hmm. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised, Dustin. They usually do. Tiny Tina, they always do. Not surprised at all. Kind of surprises me about Meanie. Hmm. That wasn't even who I was talking about. Okay. Yeah, Mona, that's being proven more and more every day. Hey, Brooke, how are you doing? If Minnie's over there watching us, I would love for Minnie to come over because she's always been straight up with us about everything. She's helped us in the past. She's met up with us down here. She gave us blankets when we needed blankets, pillows, some food, a cooler. Fortunately, that cooler got stolen. They had the blankets in it. That sucked horribly. You know, Minnie's always talked good to us. Was just on here the other night, so I would really, really like to. Um, Thank you, Daphne. Kate, we were moving. We found a new place to go to. It's got a lot more opportunities to work. Um, Brooke, hopefully not much longer. We have to depend on anybody's help. So 6:15. So Poindexter kind of hit it right on the head. Hey, Daphne. Another Daphne. We've got two Daphnes, okay? D1 and D2. The one I was wanting to, and I'm just asking, hey, come over here and tell me why. That's all I was asking. Civil. But Meemaw was the one I was talking about. Meaning kind of, that one, I don't know. But Meemaw was the one that I had the screenshot today of that was, she would come in here and talk, call out other people for being in awareness. And then isn't an awareness and all for one's live talking about us. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Comes in every live, talks to us, calls out people for being in awareness, sends me stuff on the back end about people being in awareness and who we need to watch and that one and this one and the other ones and then and then I don't know where this morning talking about it. Let me pause you guys for a minute. Okay. There's nothing beeping. We have the room for the night. We have the room paid up for tomorrow. We'll have to leave the room Tuesday morning, no matter if we had the money or not. We got to relocate. We're moving cities, and we're trying to get the money together so we can get a room there. Well, we got something better we're going to. So, so see, is that the same Mark B that was talking about us in someone else's chat, sending them messages about us in the background? Yeah, let's just go ahead. Y'all people might not know, but people send me stuff. Hey, Betsy. I'm only staying live for a few more minutes, guys. I mean, it is what it is, right? It is, right? It's like I came into this live knowing that Meemaw was doing that. The whole here's the bad thing. Here's the crazy thing about this. I didn't know Minnie was running and talking about us in awareness lives. But the person who sent the picture of Minnie running and talking about us in lives was Meemaw. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Like, somebody make that make sense to me. I don't know. It makes zero sense. So thank you, Daphne. So she watched an awareness, took a picture of Minnie in the awareness, sent it in to somebody else, and then they sent it to me. And then Meemaw goes into All for One's awareness and talks about us in the awareness after she ratted out on somebody else who was talking about us in awareness. Am I frozen, guys? I've got good connection. I shouldn't be frozen. It's not saying I seen the comment come in saying I was frozen, so usually when I can see comments, I'm not frozen. Hmm. Oh, wow. Huh. I don't know why it's doing that. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me at all? Huh, that's weird. I don't know why the picture is frozen. Did that fix it? It's moving for me. Hmm. And I just got a warning about turning my camera off. It's like I didn't turn my camera off. It froze on me, and I paused it and came right back, and it was fixed. So, that was weird. I've never had that problem. Especially I got good connection. It's like I'm showing 5G and bars all the way up to the top. So there we go. I'm back, guys. That was weird. Like turning off your camera will do, and I'm just like, I got a warning about turning off my camera. It's like I didn't do it on purpose. It just froze up on me. So, but I was about to end it anyway, but I didn't want to end it on frozen and everything. So, whew, I'm getting quite chilly. So we're definitely gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to go inside and warm up for a minute and then head back to our room. So, well, I'm really cold, and I need to use the restroom, and I got to go completely inside Planet Fitness to use the bathroom, and then we have to go home and figure out what we're eating. That one hurt my head trying to read that name, but for the mods that are in here, next time we do a live, uh, I guess Meemaw and Minnie at the door, block them. No, y'all ain't even got to worry about that because I'm fixing to go into the chat where we've talked and block them. So they shouldn't be able to get back in. So I don't know. It's just the Meemaw one kind of threw me for a loop earlier, and I was just like, well, you know, she rats out so many people from awareness, and then I got the screenshot. Always proof. But Minnie really throws me for a loop. It's like I don't know. But anyway, guys, it is what it is, I guess. Getting a tire fixed tomorrow. Yeah, if you're following me, you can always join the lives if you're following me. Even if I go private, you should be able to join in. So, all right, guys, I'm getting off here. We're going to get a new tire tomorrow, and we're going to keep pushing forward to get away from this stuff as much as possible. And it is extremely possible. So, all right, guys, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for joining in. If anybody wants to help, DM me. I'll give you any information you want to know, except for where we're going. And we'll see you guys down the road, I guess.